Hello, welcome back to Hunter Tuned. Today we're going to get the race cars ready to go to the racetrack. Actually, the street car is ready to go to the racetrack. But I got my Honda in the garage yesterday. I did some stuff with the JB Tune fuel lines and ended up getting a lot of this stuff sorted out. So I got the AEM top half of the regulator on this thing and the eBay bottom half, and it seems to be working out very good. I also installed a new map sensor because the map sensor that was on this car ended up going out on me going down the road one day. So I got a different 4-bar map sensor, so I'm gonna have to play with the tune up a little bit, check everything over on this thing, make sure it's all dog pile chicken smile, fucking minto pinto, mint, race cars, mint. So the Honda is pretty much good to go. I just got to get the fluids all checked over and whatnot. But what I've been doing today so far is I've been messing with the Chevstang. So, broke the Chevstang out. Look at all the bird shit all over this thing. Do I plan on washing it? No. Nope. So yeah, we're gonna take this guy out and see if it's overheating at all, because I haven't really driven it in 75-degree weather yet. And the last time I did, it did get hot, even with the F-body radiator and stuff. So we're just gonna go ship it, see if this thing works, put some fuel in it, dust the cobwebs off, do a burnout, the usual.
Said you are not wrong about the cobwebs.
Yeah, there's fucking cobwebs in there.
And the lake flies?
Oh yeah, Lake Fly City here. Wow, dude, this thing's like 18-to-1 compression.
Bag was in my throat. Really? Yeah. That was awesome.
That's fucking sprinting the whole time.
Yeah.
It's only on 11 pounds too.
Yeah.
Officer, this was not me. Definitely not me. This fucker goes forever, dude.
Yeah.
This is just me trying to drive the car. Still going. The line's getting a little bit softer, but
and then all of a sudden,
and then here's like second gear, and it just keeps rolling down the road. They're still faintly on the road still.
Oh yeah.
One more. Oh Jesus. Alright guys, so the Mustang is back at home, all safe and sound. I have a U-Haul trailer rented for tomorrow, and that's where the Mustang is going to go. It's going on the trailer, and I'm going to trailer the Mustang up there because even though we did drive it for like a good hour, drove it down the highway, drove it down some country roads, etc., it didn't get above like 215. And like if I cruised it at like 55 miles an hour, it would come down to like 190. And if I drove down the highway doing 75, it would creep up to like 210 again. But it never really got hotter than 215, so I think we're doing okay. It's weird because the last time I drove it, it boiled over. It was so hot, so I don't know. This cooling system has a mind of its own, but I did re-bleed the cooling system today and verified that everything is good to go on it. We tested the trans brake out a bunch. I didn't really film a lot of it because, I don't know, when you're just in that car, you just want to have fun with it. And like Adam LZ says all the time, if I'm not filming, I'm having fun.
Oh yeah.
So, sorry, not sorry, whatever. But anyways, the trans brake works really good, and I actually don't even think I need a bump box. You know, like a bump box is like a trans brake interrupt switch, and the trans brake, the way I have it set up on the wiper switch, I can literally just flick the wiper switch and the thing just bumps forward like perfectly. So that's awesome. It sounds fucking like a street outlaw car, and I'm really hoping that the rear end holds up for like one Hail Mary pass tomorrow. I might just run 1/8 mile and see if I can improve on my 10-1 1/8 mile, because if I can, that's, you know, obviously a 9-second pass. Because I don't know if the track's gonna really let me run 1/4 mile with the way that the car's set up for tech, because my fuel cell is in the trunk and there's no like barrier between me and the fuel cell, so I don't know if they're gonna give me a hassle at tech. Last year I did not even tech the car. I just snuck in and wrote a number on my window and pulled in the lanes, and they never questioned it. So whatever, we'll fucking send it either way. So hopefully nothing breaks and the rear end holds up, because that's my goal. If I don't go 9s, I want to at least hang the tires like noticeably, like from the grandstands. I want you to be able to see the front tires in the air, and if I can do that, that'll be awesome. Also, these slicks are really old and they've been sitting out for a long time, so I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna run those slicks or if I'm gonna throw on my other ones that I have. I have a set of Hoosiers that are on the car, and then I have a set of Mickey Thompson's ET drags that I have also on a different set of wheels. So I may bring those with and try both of them out. Maybe if the car doesn't stick with these tires, maybe I'll throw the other ones on, kind of thing. But anyways, now we're gonna work on my Honda. I'm gonna get this thing pulled out. Last night I was working on it and adjusted. You want to turn that light on?
Yeah, which one is it? This one?
Yeah, there we go. Last night I adjusted some stuff with the car. The TPS was giving me issues to where when I was wide open, it would only be like 43% or some shit. So I took the TPS off and ended up snapping both the frickin' bolts in the throttle body that hold the TPS on. So I had to heat those up and weld a nut on and extract the stud. And now I got a new TPS on because I had a Blocks TPS on there before. And the Blocks TPS was giving me like really shitty readings. So I put an OEM one back on there that I had laying around, and it's all good to go. Also, I installed that 4-bar map sensor like I told you guys, and the new fuel lines. So I'm hoping tomorrow I can get this thing on slicks, have a decent time shifting, try to get this thing into gear and cram like 20 pounds in it. See if the motor blows up and see if it'll go 10s. But last time we were at the track, I think I ran 16 pounds on this thing and it picked up big time. So maybe with these new fuel lines and stuff, we'll be able to go 20 pounds. And if we can't, I don't know, 13.0 ain't that lean. I'm just kidding. So anyways, we're gonna get working on this thing, take it for a drive, and we'll pick up in a little bit. Also, another thing I did last night on the Civic here, other than doing the map sensor and all that kind of stuff, I bypassed my clutch switch, and it's there for a reason. Obviously, you should push your clutch in if you want to start your car, but when you're working on these things as much as I am, it's kind of nice to be able to be over by the ECU and be able to crank the car without having to come over here, push the clutch in, and then crank it over, kind of thing. And I kind of wanted to go over how to do that really quickly. And pretty much there's a clutch switch underneath the clutch pedal, or above the clutch pedal. It's a yellow switch thing. All right, so up here there is a yellow, it's like a bronze piece. So it's this guy right here. This one where my finger's on right now. So this guy right here is the clutch switch that disengages shit or whatever. And I just pulled the plug out of it and then took the wiring and wired it together. So this is just wired and heat shrink together now, right here. And there we go, that's all done. Now I still saved the wiring plug, so I can always go back and put it back in if I really want to. But you know, just for now, I kind of wanted to, you know, just be able to do this. You know, with my feet out here, I could kick up on a lawn chair and just crank this thing right up. Fucking man! Hello, hello, hello! Coming live from you at in the Honda Civic. So we're out here tuning my Civic right now, and we got cruising dialed in again. Idle's good, and I turned the boost control off. It runs 3.8 pounds, just like it did before with the other map sensors. So this one's reading just like the other one was. So that's really good. And I'm going through and retuning the map because this thing is pig rich. These fuel lines and that fuel regulator have made a huge difference, I think. So far, I've had to pull out about 42% of fuel out of the whole map. I just kind of wanted to go over some stuff with you guys. We're setting up my Boost by Gear tables again, so we can get them all set up for the track tomorrow. What duty cycle is what boost? So 45 was 6.5 pounds of boost, 50 is 9.5 pounds of boost, and I'll do 55 right now and see what boost level that is. And then once we get up to, you know, 20-ish pounds of boost, this car is not going to hook up anymore, so I'll probably just do up to wherever it doesn't hook anymore and then do the rest at the track. But just want to get it set up so we can set up the Boost by Gear tables for tomorrow. Okay guys, didn't film a whole lot. I apologize. I'm terrible at this filming thing.
Hunter's head's lifting.
But we got the car tuned up. Those JB tuned fuel lines made a huge difference. We have fuel for days. Let me see some here. All right, so anyways, we took the car out and played with the Boost by Gear some more. And this thing, we got it tuned on 20 PSI of boost.
You seem so enthusiastic right now. We got 20 PSI of boost.
What was that, bitch?
Okay, I'll react to this thing is gray right now. We have 20 PSI of boost.
No, that's Charlie.
That's what you just said.
That's Charlie. Okay, we got it on 20 pounds of boost, guys. This thing is
Scott
nuts.
Kramer. Yes.
Yeah. So here's the data log. I got third gear running around 14.5 pounds. Fourth gear is 19 point something. And we have an 11.0 air fuel ratio, 8 degrees of timing. And this thing is a fucking animal. Like, honestly, it's probably damn near just as fast as that Black Hatch was.
Yeah, it's still slower than my car.
And this is a B20. Stock sleeves, cast piston. Watch, I'll blow it up now. But anyways, this thing's an animal on 20 pounds. Can't wait to race tomorrow. Unfortunately, the last pull we did, we were going down the highway and I ran it out in fourth, and the car started to warm up a little bit, and I popped the hood, and the overflow, the car pushed water a little bit, so time for a new head gasket again. Probably have to go with something name brand if I want to hold this much power down. But yeah, we're just going to keep pushing this thing until it explodes. And now we have fuel to actually explode the motor, I think.
Yeah.
So we're just going to fucking keep shipping it. All right, so anyways, overflow right here definitely filled up, like, I don't know, to the max line here. And yeah, so we're probably just going to pour that right back into the radiator and drive this thing up to the track and just give it a hit. And if it pushes water, it pushes water. But we're just going to try to go as fast as we possibly can. See if the transmission will hold. See if the transmission holds. See if I can shift this thing, etc. So I don't know. Maybe I'll turn the boost down and go drive it again later and see if it pushes water on low boost. And if it pushes water on low boost, that sucks. But I think it's only pushing water at like 20 pounds.
One of those fucking bugs is in my goddamn ear.
You all don't know about the lake fly struggle.
No.
We live by Lake Winnebago in Wisconsin, and lake flies hatch every spring. And
They're really bad.
they're
between
really
Mother's
annoying.
Day and Father's Day.
Between Mother's Day and Father's Day. Isn't Father's Day in like October or something? June? Oh. Shut the fuck up. So, yeah, anyways, lake flies are really bad. As you can see, they're fucking everywhere. It's because I live by the lake, and where do they even come from? Sturgeon?
I don't know.
Because I think lake flies are only on Lake Winnebago.
Yeah.
Probably because the lake's fucking full of poop.
It is. That's the thing.
So what up, guys?
We really haven't been filming much. Sorry. But,
Here's what you missed. Christian drove my car. Hunter drove my car. I didn't drive my car.
True. But we think that Hunter's issue with pushing water, right now, not really sure about the head lifting yet. But thinking that it was the radiator cap, because his before you could just twist it off, and then we switched it out with Michael's other car. Yeah, his other car, we switched it out with that cap, and now this one you actually have to push down, then it'll seal. So hopefully that fixes the issue. I don't know why it would or why it wouldn't, but yeah. What are you doing, Michael?
I'm gonna make this fit better.
Isn't there electrical tape in there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make it fit better by wrapping around the solenoid and then putting this on top.
that makes sense. VTEC caps, bro. VTEC cap.
VTEC caps, lives matter.
That's true. That cap is what's gonna make Hunter run 10s tomorrow.
This cap gonna make it so the head doesn't lift, or the radiator cap doesn't do anything.
Exactly.
It's just this cap. You don't even need a dyno to it. This cap alone adds 500 horse. Just like stickers. Vasectomy?
See how that fits. Tight?
Yeah, maybe too much.
No, you're good. Push that bitch on there.
Definitely too much.
Not too much, it's not a thing.
I mean, no comment. No comment. We're not going there. If it ain't tight, it ain't right. You know, I could have just put it all the way down. That probably was a smarter decision, but
Boom. Make sure the VMS is. Oh, it's not straight. Oh, perfect.
it ain't coming off.
Good enough. Good enough.
Good enough.
Good enough. Alright, I want to see if you guys can hear this. The lake flies are just all over. Like it's bad.
You know what they're probably watching this video like, alright, we get it. You got lake flies.
Yeah, but hold on. Let's see if we can hear this. Can y'all hear that? Because that's... Alright, let's see if we can hear it now. Nothing!
Dude, it smells like fucking
Oh, it
burnt.
smells like shit. It's bad. But alrighty, we will try and update you guys in a little bit, maybe.
What's up, Vato?
did this, where I would tell Christian, like, hey, 45% duty cycle equals 10 pounds of boost. So first gear we got 40, which is 7 pounds. Second gear I'm gonna put like 47 in it,
Which comes out to like
13 pounds. And then 50 is 17 pounds. So we'll throw 50 at it in third gear. And then up top we'll throw 51 in it, which 51 is 20 pounds. Hopefully that'll do good for the track. I'm just gonna do one pull quick and see where everything's at, just to make sure it's good, and then I'm gonna park this thing, because if this head gasket is screwed, I want to for surely screw it at the racetrack, not before we actually race. Alright guys, so the hatch doesn't like 20 pounds of boost, unfortunately. Actually, it loves it. It's super fast. Like, this fucker eats. Like,
it's a love-hate relationship.
It's a love-hate relationship, sure. But this is what you get when you're playing with a budget build. This has ARP head studs and a Felpro head gasket currently. Felpro head gaskets are probably good for like 450 horsepower, 4 to 450, but this is probably maybe 450 and above now on 20 pounds with the new fuel lines and everything. And the coolant overflow says no way, Jose.
It's overfilled.
It's overflowing. So that means that the head gasket is leaking in big boost.
I'm not doing it.
Big boost. But at like, 17 to 20 pounds of boost, this thing is lifting the head, spitting through the head gasket, and the compression from the engine is going into the cooling system, which is overpressurizing the radiator and leaking out of the cap and going into the overflow. So,
doesn't have that problem?
Michael.
No, I was going to say JE Pro Seals.
Yeah, JE Pro Seal is a way better head gasket, so I'm hoping that we'll just pull this thing apart. I'll get the head checked one more time, and I'll probably get a machinist straight edge to check the block too, just to make sure that that's perfect. And then once that's good, I'll get a JE Pro Seal head gasket on order, and we'll throw a JE Pro Seal in this thing. And hopefully it'll hold 20 pounds and not blow out of the overflow anymore.
And we're still racing it tomorrow.
Oh, don't worry. I'm still going to race it tomorrow.
L19.
I don't know. See, the thing is everybody says, like, dude, the B20 sleeves are going to crack. These $100 pistons are going to break. I can't keep a fucking head gasket in it. It's making so much jam that it's blowing head gaskets.
Jam!
Making jam. So it's on like 9 degrees of ignition timing at 20 pounds of boost, which is conservative enough for E85 and everything. And it's like a 1050 air fuel. So it's fat. It's rich. All the tuning stuff is there for this thing to be okay. But like I said, the head gasket just can't seal anymore. So We'll send it tomorrow. I'll probably run like 17 pounds in third and fourth, and then 10 to 12 pounds in first and second. And I mean the car is good for like a pass, and then you drain the overflow, and then it's okay. But I mean for longevity here, I mean it's just gonna get worse. You know what I mean? So we'll have to replace the head gasket here soon. This will be the second time that we've done it. First time I had this thing apart because I had a Felpro head gasket on a warped head, and it would push coolant on 4 pounds of boost. And it's been really good lately. Everything's been fine until I turned it up today to 20.
Yeah.
Or 17 to 20, whatever. But I wanted to see how far this fuel system could go. And obviously the motor can't take it. I mean, the motor can take it, but the head gasket can't seal it now. So turbo is just making power like crazy. You add 3 pounds of boost to this thing and you know it. Making good power per pound of boost, everything is good. But, unfortunately, when you got that much cylinder pressure with high compression pistons and stuff, it can be tricky to get the head gasket to seal. That's why a lot of guys switch to O-ringing the motor. They'll O-ring the cylinder head, or they'll O-ring the block, or whatever. But, yeah, we're not doing none of that. We'll just throw a JE Pro Seal in it. I'll see how much L19 head studs are. I don't know if I really want to go that big, because I don't think I need to. Like that fucking car that was here that made 700.
No.
That car had like 18 degrees of ignition and at 25 pounds of boost. 18 degrees, dude. And that had stock out of the box ARP head studs, like not L19s or nothing, and it had an OEM head gasket. What?
Not even 2000? ARP 2000s?
No, just like what I got. They're the same head studs I got.
OEM
And that thing, I did a pull on that.
Better than Felpro.
What?
OEMs are better than Felpros.
Correct. OEM is better
You
than
want me to get
Felpro.
one?
I know. I should throw one in right now.
I can't get it right now.
But I know.
You can get it tomorrow.
Why not?
Needs more copper spray.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. That's going to be it for this video. Stay tuned for tomorrow. We'll take these cars to the racetrack and see what
You guys will.
we get going. See what kind of times we run. See if we can break into the 10s with the Honda. Don't know if it'll happen with this head gasket issue, but we'll try. And we'll still send it. We'll still do it for Dale. Michael's going to a car show. He's not going racing. So
I'm racing the whole way to the car show.
All right. Have a good one. Peace out. Check us tomorrow. Keep her moving.
Keep her moving.
What are they checking you for?